No, it's north. Good morning. Welcome to Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick in Paris, Kentucky. Paul and I are trying to determine if it's north or south or east or west. But anyways, we are here at Dan Cummins Chevrolet and Buick. We are going to talk about how we feel today. So if everybody would, let's get everybody in here. Let's get today going. For starters, I will tell you boys, I do not know how Evan did 90 days of open to closes with no days off. My goodness. We've been grinding. We've been putting it in. It's a little bit tiring, but very satisfying and very rewarding. We've been putting in a lot of work down there, and the guys that are down there, I hope you saw my post yesterday, because I'm just really proud of everything that the guys have been doing down there at the CDJR store. It's been really, really incredible. Just really awesome. Here at the Chevy store, all of you guys stepping up. We've been short-staffed. I understand. It's been hot. I understand. We've had key machine issues. I understand. We've had a lot of things that we've been going through here at the Chevy store, too. So I really appreciate all that you guys are doing as we continue to push forward and continue to kick butt and make waves here in the industry. So with that said, I would like to start with some reviews because you guys keep getting good ones. So right here, Mr. Eddie1170 says, they worked with me to get my negative equity situation resolved and get a price and payment desired. They even got me gap insurance and saved me a bundle. I appreciate my salesperson, Nick, very personable, and did not talk to me like a salesperson. Nice job, Nick. Ben Barry was awesome, and I highly recommend him and Dan Cummins. If you want the great deals, go there. The people helped me even when I could not make up my mind. Nice job, Ben Barry, and all the other people that helped. Heather McGowan says, I would like to thank Robbie Leet for taking such excellent care of me during my car buying experience. He greeted me with a smile, listened to my needs, made sure my 9-year-old son was entertained, and found me the perfect car when I thought it wouldn't be possible. The enthusiasm he has towards his job made my experience absolutely amazing. I would highly recommend him and the entire Dan Cummins dealership if you are looking for your next vehicle. Nice job. Yeah. Keep going. Of course, we're not always perfect. Sometimes we have things to improve on. Not very happy. Took my car in for an oil change and a recall. Took over 3 weeks to get it back. They changed my oil, didn't reset my oil life on my car or put a new sticker in the window. Not very happy. We are human. We do make mistakes. We're not always perfect. Good news is our team, Christina, Megan, they've all reached out, taken care of this guy. So that's the thing. If we do mess up and make mistakes, which we all do, right? When we do mess up and make mistakes, we got to make sure we make it right. And the last review right here, Kimmy D. This was the definition of an excellent car buying experience. The knowledgeable and friendly staff set the tone for what can be a stressful time. The warm environment from the coffee to clean waiting area. I had the nicest sales experience. I will be a repeat customer. Nice. So I've had some experiences over the past couple weeks that have been fun, and I've been thinking about a lot of things. I've been thinking about what makes us go, what's our motor, what makes us tick, what really matters, most importantly. And I've been thinking a lot about our mission, our mission to eradicate and how we do that by making people feel special, feel important, and feel like they're the only one. And I've thought about that a lot as we've been talking to some people that want to come join our team over the last couple weeks and thinking about how important it is that feeling, right? That feeling not just as a customer, that the customer gets, but that feeling that we have as salespeople. So as I'm thinking about, feeling special, feeling important, feeling like you're the only one, I had an opportunity to experience some fun stuff with my kids this past week. They had a T-ball tournament, their first T-ball tournament. And long story short, I won't go into all of the details, but it was a close game in the tournament, right? It's win or go home. Win or go home, and they're playing their second game of a doubleheader in the 90-something degree heat, right? And they're down, and they come back, and it gets down to the end, and there's 2 outs, and there's a runner on first and second, and my son goes up there, and he gets a hit and loads the bases, so now the bases are loaded, and then this little girl walks up right here. Ow! Killed the moment. It's like my live feed right here, just freeze right at the wrong time. There you go. So this little girl right here, this little special girl, Willow, man, she walks up and she like drags her bat up there, and and her helmet's too big for her head. It's wobbling around, and she's walking up there, and everybody's cheering, and it's like, it's one of the most intense moments of my life. It's crazy, man. And so she goes up there, and the crowd goes dead silent, and she swings that bat, and she hits one, and it goes between the pitcher and the third baseman, and they run over to get it, and they kind of bobble it, and the kid's running in, and she's running to first, and they win the freaking game, right? She brings in the winning run, and everybody cheers, and we're throwing her in the air, and it's just this incredible feeling, right? And I'm like in tears, right? I'm in literal tears. My stepdad, he's in tears. My grandma, or their grandma, and my mother-in-law, everybody has just felt amazing. And in the moment, at that point in time, when we felt that incredible, special, magical moment, at that point in time, all the other cares, all the other worries, all that stuff just went away. Your bills, your something you might be stressed out about, or just whatever, any of that stuff. How many cars do we have out at the dealership? How are we going to get the Chrysler store running? Who am I going to put in these right positions? All that just goes away. It all just went away in this moment while we felt something special. And as you can tell, this little girl, she was over the moon, right? She had won the game, and she has her cookies, and she has some other snack, and she's got like a sucker and candy and a water bottle, and even though it's 100 degrees outside and she's pouring sweat, you can see the smile on her face. The rest of the team, as they celebrated their victory, look at the smiles on these kids' faces. Now, this is after a doubleheader, right? It's hard to keep kids' attention for like 30 minutes, let alone 2.5 hours in 90-degree heat, right? They were out there the whole time. But look at their faces, the jubilance, the emotion, the joy. Everything else went away. The fact that they were tired, the fact that they were hot, all that just went out the window in that incredibly special moment. So I thought about that, and I thought, okay, what is there to that? What is there to that? That feeling, how does that apply? And it makes everything else go away. That's important. We have to remember that. We have to remember that. So after experiencing that, I get a phone call. I get a phone call from a friend of mine. He says, "Hey, man, I sent somebody over to your dealership, and he didn't get a really good experience. He didn't get a really good experience, and I wanted to let you know because I'm afraid he's going to go buy somewhere else, and I really think he should buy from you guys, but he might go buy somewhere else." And so he gave me his phone number, and I call him. I'm like, "Hey, bro, what's going on? It's Glenn over at Dane Cummins. I heard you came by." And he's like, "Yeah, I came by, and you guys have a great store, and you guys have great prices on your cars, and you've got tons of inventory and tons of choices." And I went there, and while I was there, my salesman was really nice. He was really nice to me, and I thought we were going to maybe do business. I had a little bit of a tough time finding exactly what I wanted. I needed a little bit more attention. I wanted to feel like, key words, I wanted to feel like I had explored all of my options. He said, but in the middle of while I was talking to my salesperson, he got a phone call. He got a phone call, and he answered his phone, and he said to the person on the other line, "I'm with a customer right now. I'm busy. Maybe I can get someone else to help you, but I'm with a customer right now," right? And gets off the phone. Doesn't sound that bad, does it? Doesn't sound that bad. He made sure that this customer was the priority, the one that was in front of him, which is what we're supposed to do. But what ended up happening is that customer now felt like he was being a burden, and he was keeping the salesman from getting another sale. Because he knew that he was going to take a couple hours. He knew that he still had to look at some cars. He knew that he was going to take some time. But just the simple matter of taking that phone call right in front of the customer, made him feel at that moment that phone call was more important than him. And then B, it made him feel like he was a burden on the salesperson because he was taking up his time. So I experienced this. I got that phone call. I start putting things together, and I'm thinking, man, we can know our products inside and out. We can know them. We can know everything there is to know about our products. We could have the best prices in the country. We could have best prices by far. We could be cheaper than everybody. We could have the lowest APRs, right? Jeremy's like, shh, don't say that. We could have the lowest APRs, right? We could have all of that. But if the customer doesn't feel special, if they don't feel important, if they don't feel like they're the only one, it doesn't matter. None of that other stuff matters. So that kind of hit me, and then I kind of started thinking also on the other side. Our good friend Michael Kerrigan here, my good friend Michael, he's been with us for a long time. He's been with us, 6 years now? Michael, what's that? Michael's been with us for 5.5 years, man. And Michael has been an asset to this team. Let's give Michael a round of applause for everything he's done in his company. So Michael, when I met Michael, he was working at Jerry's. He was working at Jerry's restaurant. He actually worked with my wife for a while. So he was working at Jerry's, then he made his way into this company. And obviously you all know Michael. He's one of the most intelligent human beings on the planet. He's super, super smart, and he was definitely underutilized at Jerry's, right? So he was working at Jerry's, and he was in a very humble situation. He was in a humble situation where he was living with his sisters, and he didn't have heat or air conditioning or any of that stuff, man. And he's come into this company, and he's excelled, and he sold cars, and he's done internet department and finance department, and he's been a sales manager, and he's been with us for a really long time. And now Michael has chosen, we don't want him to go, it breaks my heart that he's leaving, but he's chosen to continue to pursue some opportunities because he feels like there's maybe something left out there that he hasn't tapped into yet. He feels like he might be able to find something more that makes him feel special and important, and like he's the only one. He makes great money. He works at a great company. He's surrounded by great people. He bleeds Dan Cummins blue. But he feels like he's got to go out there and do something. Now, I thought about that, and I thought, okay, so we got to make sure the customers feel a certain way, but I got to make sure all of you guys feel a certain way too. And maybe I let Michael down, maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I didn't make him feel special enough and important enough and like he was the only one enough to keep him here. I know that. So I thought about it on that side. I thought, these feelings things, these are important, man. These are really, really important. And that's why I wanted to talk about them a little bit this morning. The difference between how your customer feels when you point them towards a restroom or you walk them towards a restroom. The difference between how your customer feels when you leave them sitting over in the showroom versus walking them back out there with you on the lot. The difference between how your customer feels when you try to tell them something as their friend versus try to sell them something as a salesperson. How are we going to make these people feel? I want to make sure that every one of you guys feels like Willow. That's what I want you to feel like. When you come to work, when you experience everything here, I want to make sure you have the inventory. I want to make sure you have the tools. I want to make sure you're in a position to win. And I want you to go home like this. I want you to go home like this with a bag of cookies and no, not really cookies and pretzels. Sue will get on you for that. But I want you to go home with a bag of goodies. I want you to feel rewarded. I want you to smile because I know it's hot out there. I know you can get tired out there. I know that. I want you to feel that way. I want the customers to feel that way. I want them to feel like they're going home with a big bag of goodies, right? We got to give them that over-the-top experience. That's what we got to give them. Price doesn't matter. Payments don't matter. APR doesn't matter. None of that stuff matters, man. It all goes away when they feel special, they feel important, and they feel like they're the only one. You guys understand? So we're going to continue to work towards that. I'm going to commit and dedicate myself even more towards that. I want to make sure, and hold on, don't get me wrong, this guy right here is going to kill it, right? Michael's going to kill it. He's going to kill it at everything he does. He's an amazing person, and he's not leaving the family. He's just leaving the team. So I want to make sure that's really, really clear, okay? He's not leaving the family. But I want to continue to grow this place and make this the best place that you could possibly be. I want to continue to work on that with you guys. Talk to me. Communicate with me. If you ever feel differently, let me know. Please, let me know. It's really important. It's really important. I want to make sure you guys know I care how you feel. I really do. I care how you feel. And I want you to make sure the customers know that you care how they feel. Okay? All right. So, now, to some fun stuff. My friend Josh Cummins does not know what I'm about to tell you, so don't tell him, okay? Don't tell him. All right? He's hiding back there in the corner. Okay. Check it out. I need you to watch a video real quick. Hey! Everybody wake up, all right? Everybody woke back up, right? All right, why am I showing you a video of Malibu in Barbados? Anybody got an idea? Do we sell Malibus? We sell Malibus, don't we? All right, we have stacked our new car inventory this year, okay? The back half of the year, starting basically Monday, starting July through December is our busiest season. We have never had the inventory going into the back half of the year that we are going to have this year. We have stacked it. We've always run into a point where we've run a little bit short on certain models and so on and so forth. So there is tons of inventory coming in, which I'm sure you guys have seen, right? There's tons of inventory coming in. A lot of that inventory is going to be Malibus and Cruises. Malibus and Cruises. So Josh and I were talking, and we're like, all right, man, we got to sell lots of Malibus and Cruises. So how can we motivate, incentivize, and help push Malibus and Cruises? And I thought, well, you know, Malibu, cruise, and so at first I thought maybe we could take a cruise out of Malibu, right? I could give you a cruise from Malibu. And then I looked up Malibu, and it's kind of an old folks place, right? Malibu's like wine country, you know? And then I thought, well, these guys don't want to go to Malibu, but they like to maybe drink some Malibu on a cruise, right? And so then I looked up where Malibu was made. Anybody know where Malibu's made? It's made in a place called Barbados. That's where it's made. It's made in Barbados. So I thought, okay, what if I could give these guys a cruise to Barbados? How's that sound? You guys want to cruise to Barbados? Anybody want to go on a cruise to Barbados? Yeah? You get to be on the beach. You get to be that guy. Could you see Kelly out there? Right? Out there in his little bikini thing. All right? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're going to have a contest over the next 2 months. Okay? We're going to have a contest over the next 2 months, and the winner of this contest is going to get a cruise for two to Barbados. Now, this isn't your normal cruise because Barbados is a little bit far out there. So this cruise for two is going to be for 10 nights. Okay? This isn't a 1 week little cruise. This is a 2 week cruise. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking 2 weeks off of work. That's a long time. Okay, well, we're going to pay you for the 2 weeks you're gone. How's that? We're going to pay you while you're gone, and we're going to send you on a cruise for two to Barbados. And don't tell Josh, but I'm also going to take your average unit counts that you normally have, and I'm going to give you that too while you're gone, so when you get back, you can still hit all your bonus levels. How's that sound? You guys cool with that? You guys cool with that? So that's what we're going to do. That's going to be the contest over the next 2 months. Now, to win this contest, there's going to be, obviously, points for cruises, points for Malibus. There's going to be points for leases. I'll break down the whole system for you guys later, because it doesn't start till Monday anyway, but I wanted to announce it today. So I'll break down the point. You want to start it today? All right. Josh says we'll go ahead and start it today. So I'll get that point system right out to you guys, and we'll start it today. I was also thinking, since we have a lot of fun stuff coming in July and now a little bit today, I was also thinking that we should probably have some spiffs or something today, too. You guys like spiffs on the last day of the month? You like spiffs? All right, so we'll work on those, too. So I'll give you some details on that just in a second. But ultimately, guys, we're going to have some fun over these next couple months. The inventory is there. The tools are there. We're going to have some contests. Somebody's going to go to Barbados. We're going to have a lot of fun. I appreciate what you guys are doing out there. I know it's hot, and I know we run into stuff, key machines and things like that. But please, always, 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 always let me know. Let me know how you're feeling, and always, always, always make sure we're keeping our customers' feelings in mind. How we make our customers feel is the way we win this game, guys. It's the way we win. It's not pricing. It's not payment. It's nothing else other than how we make our customers feel. Fair enough? You guys with me? How are we going to make them feel? Because I am on a mission to eradicate the negative stigmas associated with the car business. I can do this by making people feel special, feel important, feel like they're the only one. I will offer an experience that will exceed my customers' expectations today, tomorrow, and in the future. I will not just sell cars. I will create fans.
Hey, you guys, thanks for tuning in. If you know somebody that needs a vehicle, you know where to send them. We're rocking and rolling here at Dan Cummins Chevrolet in Paris, Kentucky. Have a great day.